God gave us a whole lot more testosterone than the other half of the world. We should enjoy it.
This is Everyman, a guys-only weekend getaway in the Berkshires of Massachusetts.
How you doing? Good to see you.
No drinking, no drugs, no phones. Roughly 50 men placing a premium on authenticity, opening up about struggles men often bury, like loneliness.
We can just be raw and real with each other.
We met Brad from Idaho. John's from Connecticut. Dan lives in Maine. Have any of you struggled with loneliness?
Yeah, I would say I'm struggling with it right now.
And what does that loneliness feel like to you?
Maybe fragility or insecurity.
Does it hit you a lot?
It's low-level consistent.
Loneliness is a poverty of the spirit. What about you? Loneliness an issue?
I don't resonate with loneliness as much as I do my need for belonging.
Absolutely, I have experienced loneliness in the past.
If you weren't working at it, would loneliness come back to bite you?
I would be back where I was 2 years ago, which is when I'm home, I'm not present.
But it's not just regular guys exploring isolation. From Lenny Kravitz to Joe Rogan to Dwayne Johnson.
I know what it's like to be depressed, loneliness, multitude of things.
Even the most macho celebrities now talk about the richness of vulnerability.
As men, we've traditionally been put in a box and given a very small range to express our emotions.
Everyman co-founder Lucas Crump.
There are a lot of men that are walking around not necessarily overtly a loner, but feeling very lonely.
Loneliness can be rough on a man's health. It carries the same physical risks as smoking up to 15 cigarettes or having 6 alcoholic drinks every day. Think about that and this. Roughly 1 in 7 men say they have no close friendships.
Since we moved to Maine, making really close friends has been strangely hard.
In this crisis of connection, one of the Everyman messages, whatever you're feeling, share it.
Hey, I'm having a hard time in my marriage. And that's not something guys usually talk about. So you ask everybody, you're like, who else? And all the hands go up. It's like, oh, I'm not alone.
Their spouses or partners often encourage them to come here.
And there's something about letting our guard down and having fun with other guys that's hard to replace.
It's a lot of work,
Can be.
but it can be fun at the same time.
Absolutely.
Connection. It's like building a fire. Keeping it alive takes work, but the warmth is well worth it.
Is that gonna work?
For Eye on America, Mark Strassman in Sheffield, Massachusetts.